Hello Taurus, this is your May monthly reading for signs of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. We're going to go a little bit in depth and we're going to have a look at what we've got for you. So let's have a look. Signs of Taurus is a general read, so if it doesn't resonate, please don't worry, just take the bits that do. We're going to be looking at past, current, and see what messages we've got for the future. And that goes for the person that you may or may not be dealing with, depending on if that shows up. If not, we'll have a look if anything new is coming along. Okay, Taurus. Could be a fellow earth sign that you're dealing with. Could be actually another Taurus like yourself that you're dealing with, or it could be a Capricorn or Virgo. Heavy earth though, so I think somebody could be quite similar to you that you've had connections with. Okay, so I'm going to throw some clarifiers on this as we go along, but for past energies, I'm getting that there was a connection between you and, like I said, could be a fellow earth sign, doesn't have to be. There's definitely a lot of earth going on here, so it could either be you that we're picking up on, obviously being a Taurus, or the person that you're dealing with, like I said, could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or another Taurus like yourself. There has been some kind of a little bit of a breakup here immediately. And like I say, I only do relationship reads, as I say, rather than love reads when I feel that you're connecting with somebody, and I do feel that there has been somebody here that a recent connection with. Again, I'm getting spring, summer, so it could have been that you actually broke up last year in the spring or the summer, or there's some kind of significance anyway to do with the spring, summer, that kind of thing. I'm also getting change. I think that this relationship, I want to say somebody left or somebody walked away. I think the person walked away from you, making you feel a little bit left out, Taurus. Kind of, I don't think you've got closure anyway, that's what I'm going to say. And I still think, even though we're looking at past energies, especially we're bringing them into the current energies, I feel that you're lacking a little bit of closure. I think there's some questions here that haven't been answered as to why this person has, I want to say suddenly up and left, because I feel they did. I don't think it was kind of like a long time coming and that the relationship was gradually breaking down to nothing and then you agreed to part. I don't get that. I think one of you, again, energies can flip, so it could actually be the person's energy that I'm reading as opposed to yours and vice versa. But I do think that the person that you were connecting with kind of up and left and didn't fully explain why. There could also be something toxic about this relationship, and I don't think you were viewing that as being a bad thing. Again, I think that you were in your mind about why this person left. You're still in your mind, possibly. I'm getting, like I said before, that this can be brought into the current energies. I'm getting that you often wonder why, and you're still going over and over in your mind as to why this person left you out in the cold. You thought things were going good between you, you thought things were going great, and then suddenly this person kind of like boom disappeared from your life. I don't think you've had much communication with this person, and yeah, I'm going to look into what happened. But there's definitely lack of closure going on here, and I think it's on your part. It's you, especially here with the Five of Pentacles. Now, 5 also indicates change, so it could just be the change in your mood. In that one minute you kind of like fine, because you kind of view the relationship, sometimes you're thinking, okay, yeah, maybe we did argue a lot. At the time, like I said, you didn't see it coming, because when you're in that kind of relationship mode, you know, everything is bright, everything's rosy, nothing can go wrong. But when you've had time to sit back and reflect, especially when you're not with this person, you think, yeah, actually, we fell out about that, and we fell out about that, and I think that's what's going on here. You're doing a lot of reflecting, you're doing a lot of thinking about possibly trying to create scenarios in your mind as to why this person left. Again, I don't think you've got the answer. I don't think you've got the answer. Maybe we can try and have a look, but you don't know why this person left. Wow, that's a lot to come out at this moment in time. Yeah, but I'm going to have a look at the person that you were dealing with anyway. Let's have a look at their past energies. When I say dealing, like I say, it could be a past person. Again, we do get messages coming up for several people. In that sometimes I get like 3 energies. But at this moment in time, it's just you and this other person. However long ago the connection was. I think it was fairly recent, if I'm honest. But again, I could have that wrong. Okay. Well, the past energies. Oh, yeah, wow. I didn't even, that flew out. Okay, I'm going to pop that there. Past energies for the person my Taurus is dealing with. Wow. Okay. The cards don't lie. A lot of air energy, as well as I'm getting that this was another earth sign, like yourself. Possibly air, possibly a little bit of air. But also when I get air, sometimes it's just their personality. It's reflecting their personality now in and out they were or are with this relationship. And I think this was the case with the person that you were dealing with. They could have had kind of like air placements within, you know, as the rising sign and the moon sign. Or there could have been an air sign with earth placements. Or they could just kind of like adapted that air quality where sometimes I like to use the word wishy-washy. If you've seen my videos before, when I say wishy-washy, I refer to an air sign. Is that sometimes when we read anybody who's an air sign, anybody who's like a Libra or a Gemini and Aquarius, sometimes the energy can be really like in and out and very wishy-washy. And it could actually be that the person that you are connecting with kind of was a little bit in and out of this relationship. Maybe you kind of had some arguments together and maybe they were like, oh, right, I'm done. And then they came back, that kind of thing. Now, in their past energies, I'm getting the 2 of Swords as well as the 2 of Pentacles straight off before we look at the rest. I think that you definitely unaware of this, but this person could have either been speaking to others or maybe they had a choice. Again, I'm not getting a heavy third party energy, so I don't think they were carrying on with anybody behind your back or anything like that. I just think that maybe, let's say somebody came back into the life that they'd known before, and it kind of through them, they kind of ended up having a choice between you and this person, and it led to a lot of confusion for the person that you were dealing with. Again, we can't get away from that fact. We've got the 2 of Swords, we've got the 2 of Pentacles. Usually with the 2 of Pentacles, it's kind of like more of my stable energy. It's more of give and take. I just think, especially where it is in place with the 2 of Swords, they were considering, and this is really, really harsh of me to say it because I don't like passing on bad news, but they might have been considering kind of looking elsewhere or having a relationship with somebody else. It was kind of a choice between somebody else and a choice between you, and it looks like they may have chosen the other person. Just have a sip of my coffee, bear with me. That's what it looks like here, Taurus. Again, energies can flip, and it could have actually been you that had the choice between. But I still think it's that other person, the person that you're dealing with still, because I get kind of like a left out bit, feeling a little bit down energy still from you. I think that they were the ones that walked away and maybe had a choice in love between you and another person. Sorry to say that. I think you've tried to reach out to this person as well. I'm saying that, like I said before, communication is possibly now non-existent between the 2 of you. Again, we're going to look at current energies now. But I think that this person kind of likes to voice their opinion. Maybe when you had arguments in the past, they were kind of like the one to blow it all out of proportion and the one to kind of react, where you're the more stable person is what I want to say. And I think that maybe if you try to reach out to this person, possibly just to ask why have they suddenly given up on this? I don't think you've had an answer. I think they've kind of like just dismissed you, is what I want to say. which is quite harsh. I'm getting quite a harsh feel from the person that you're dealing with. They're quite a harsh personality. I want to say the word uncaring as well, which sounds really, really awful. It could relate to the situation that you're finding yourselves in. It might be that, oh, well, I'm fine now, I've, going off doing what I'm doing, but they haven't actually thought about your feelings in all of this. What are the current energies for my Taurus? Current energies for my Taurus. Oops, thank you. I think you're still stuck on this person. Yeah. You're not moving towards them. You're not moving towards anybody else. You're in this stuck mode at this moment in time. One more, please. Current energies for my Taurus. Yeah, okay. A lot of fiery energy come up at this moment in time. Like I said before, we were looking at an earth sign possibly. They now could have fire placements. It could actually be you that are an earth sign, but you have some kind of fire in you. Anyway, Two of Wands in reverse. We've also got the Temperance. Could be Sagittarius that you're connecting with. Doesn't have to be, of course. And the Four of Wands in reverse. This person really took hold of your heart while you were in this relationship, and I still think this is true now. You still view this person as your be all and end all, but it isn't coming together again here with the Four of Wands in reverse. You're still holding on to them with your heartstrings. You've not fully let them go. There is no healing going on here, because I think that you're still holding out hope for this person to return. And by, especially with the Temperance card here, where it is, I think you're kind of doing that, looking after yourself, possibly doing a bit of meditation. I want to say some of you are delving into a little bit of law of attraction, that kind of thing. Maybe trying to work on yourself just to try and calm yourself down and not think about this situation. As much as my Temperance card is usually the card of letting go and letting things be and just going with the flow, as I usually say, you might have done that for now, in that you're not moving towards them, you're having no communication with them. Even though fire is a lot of communication, it's all in reverse. I don't see that being communication between you and this person. But you're not letting them go in your heart chakra. You're kind of holding on to them a little bit. You're letting the situation go for now because it's out of your hands, and you feel that you can't do anything but just hope and wait for this person to return. You might have had your eye on this person as like a potential marriage, that kind of thing. But at this moment in time, as much as you want this person back, I'm going to look at their current energies in this moment. Can't get my words out. But in this moment, yeah, start again, Karen Christ. Right. At this moment, you're not moving towards this person because I don't think you can do. I don't think there's a blockage. I don't think you've got one another blocked in communication, but, you probably feel that they've made a decision and they've chose this person, and there's nothing you can do about that, but you still have hope that one day this person might come back. But it's kind of like you're living in that hope. It's kind of like that you're not moving on because you've got this hope. You sat waiting for this person to return. That's what I want to say. What are the current energies for the person my Taurus is dealing with? Current energies. Oops. Okay, they could be actually focused on what they do for a living, this person. They could be, yeah. They could be focused on what they're doing for a living. At this moment in time, though, we've also got the Ten of Swords here. We've got a lot of tens, which is a lot of, as I say, completion, end of a cycle, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think in regards to you, and we can throw some clarifiers on, they are seeing this. Well, they're not seeing anything, if I'm truthful. They're kind of focused on what is ahead of them. They're focused on the work. With the Ten of Swords here, and it is in the upright position, they might just be viewing that this relationship between the two of you is over for the time being. Something is ending in their life anyway. It's quite strange in that they actually do feel hurt by it. So I don't know if it's an ending. I'm going to throw a clarifier that, and they could have been affected as well as you by this relationship ending, but I don't get that because this is current. It could be that the relationship that they left you for might be breaking down, but I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. Let's throw some clarifiers. Why is the Ten of Swords here for the current energy for the person my Taurus is dealing with? Why is the Ten of Swords here? Can you tell me? Thank you. Something could have ended in their life. I'm presuming it's to do with a relationship. It could be the relationship that they have been in. It's just funny because it's like almost like they wanted it to end. So again, I don't know if it's the relationship between you two or the relationship that they have newly entered into with somebody else. It could just absolutely be something to do with work. 'Cause it's whatever it is that it's caused them a lot of heartache in the past, but they're now over that. And especially with the Six of Wands that is in this deck, they're moving towards something that's going to make them a little bit happier. It's going to make them a lot happier. Still, it could be that they have been focusing a lot on work and they've not had time to kind of sit back and relax and enjoy themselves. But I'm also getting that whatever it was, something hurt them in the past. Something's hurt them, but now the worst is over and they're ready to move forward again with whatever it is or whoever. It could be they're ready to move forward on their own. They're ready to move forward with, it's not telling me much, they're ready to move forward with, they're ready to move forward anyways to something that is gonna bring them a bit more happiness, a lot more happiness, shall we say, than whatever was happening before. This person could be going through a whole new breakup for the second time round, you know. I can't, like I said before, I get a wishy-washy energy. I get that this person enters into relationships quite quickly and doesn't stick around, and then they move on to the next one and the same thing happens. Because especially with the tens here, and when I get a 10, I get like a cycle in my mind. This person is very much repeating cycles in their life. You know, they enter into a relationship. As soon as it starts, you know, or something else catches their eye, they're out. They're in another relationship. Then they're entering in. You know, that's finished, and they're entering into another one. And you know, this person is obviously not happy doing that. But it might just be the only thing that they know. It might just be their personality. You know, that they find it very, very hard to break out of that cycle, and they just bumble from one relationship to the other, messing it up. They're not happy doing that. They want to find somebody to settle down with, or they want to be happy if they don't find anyone to settle down with, or at least happy on their own. But again, I think this person finds it very, very hard to break out of that cycle of this relationships on them starting and finishing just as quickly as they've started. What's the future energies for my Taurus, please? What's going to happen? I say future, but we're looking at May again. It can play out a little bit later than May. But we're looking for May anyway. Future energies for my Taurus. Thank you. Okay, you could find out something about this person that you have had your heart set on, this relationship. You could find out that they did, again, I said I didn't get a third party energy. I don't get it very heavy. We have the Three of Swords here, which usually I associate with third party energy, so the person that you were dealing with, you know. But with this being in the future card position of where it is, I'm not wholly convinced that there was a massive third party situation going on that you were unaware of. You might find out some things about this person. Something might come to light regarding the situation. It might kind of hurt you all over again. You might find that, you know, this person was speaking to others while you were just towards the end of the relationship, while you were together. Again, don't get it that this person kept you in a fully third party situation, but there is something around that you may find out about. You might kind of want to lash out. You might feel that you need to speak to this person. You know, though, that you are fully in the right here and that you're the one that's been hurt and by this person. And I think that you might have the chance to kind of communicate with this person. Again, you at the current energies, you're kind of not letting this person go from your heart chakra. You kind of, so when you get the chance to talk to them, it probably will come from a place of frustration that this person that you love so much has kind of left you, and you do want to clear the air with this person. You might get a chance to. But I can see you kind of coming through that, and I can see you realizing that basically this person that you were connecting with, are connecting with, is a bit of a shit. I have to say that, I'm sorry. But once the realization hits, and I know you probably sat there thinking, no, you know, I'm still going to have feelings for this person, I'm not going to let them go. But I can honestly see you feeling a little bit better about the situation and how they've put you in that situation. You kind of, there's not a lot of wanting this person going on. Again, you know, it's very, very hard to let go of. So I'm not suddenly saying that, you know, by the end of May you'll be completely over this person, you'll never think about them again. No, I'm saying that you might just feel a little bit more at peace with yourself, and you might just feel that you can accept the situation for what it is. And if this person eventually comes back, they come back. But for the time being, you've accepted it. You've got off your chest what you needed to get off, and you might actually find your answers as to why this person basically up and left. But yeah, especially with the Nine of Cups here, you know, I don't fully, and this is like the kind of not making a move card. There is no, I can't see anything new coming in for you, unfortunately. I just think that you're not over this person, which is quite evident. And I just think it'll take a little bit of time. But again, some of you might, no, I don't want to say might never get over this person, but it might take a long, long while, because, you know, this person was really, really special to you. You held them really, really dear in your heart. And I just think by the end of May, you might just feel just a little bit easier on yourself, a little bit better. It's not hurting as much as it did, shall we say. Future energies for the person my Taurus is dealing with. What have we got? Future energies for them. Let's have a look. And while I was saying, oh my God, you're matching. Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's really weird. It's come out in the same position as well. Three of Swords. There has been some little bit of funny business going on. It really has. I think it's on the part of your person. They might try, and this is for a very, very small portion of you, again, they might think that you kept them in a third party situation as well as them keeping you, and it's kind of like tit for tat. They might think that you played them. Again, that's a very, very small, that's a very small message for a small amount of people. I can't get my words out again. Communication issues between you and this person, I feel. Right. Okay, that one wanted to come out as well. I'm going to take that as well. Again, a lot of fiery energy. This communication between the two of you could suddenly start up again, but I don't sense it'll be on a friendly basis. I think it's more of you trying to get answers and then biting back a little bit. Yeah. Definitely. I've also got, in this card, this is my Son of Pentacles in this deck. As much as I said that this person, you know, has not necessarily gone off with somebody else and ready to set up life with them, but they have been going through a lot of issues, probably caused by themselves. They haven't forgot you totally, is what I want to say. They haven't forgot you totally. And again, this communication, when it comes in, you're going to have a chance to kind of clear the air with this person. You really are. You really are. I think you still find each other attractive. I think this person still finds you attractive. But it's kind of like you're going to be the one that wants to get answers. But you also, when you do communicate with him, you also have this kind of longing that you want them to like you again. You want them to hear you out. You want them, and I dare say it, not to feel sorry. Yeah, to feel a little bit sorry on you that, you know, they're the victim in all of this. You're trying to put the blame onto them, which, you know, they may fully deserve. I'm not sure. But you want them to also to feel enough to kind of keep communicating with you and to give you some answers as to what happened. And basically, dare I say it, you want them to give you hope that they may return one day. But that's where I'm up to with it. That is, we'll take one for future advice for you, but that is kind of where I'm up to. The fact that communication may pick up between the two of you and you might get some answers, but whether or not this person will return, I don't know. I really don't know. What advice do we have for my Taurus, please, to close it off? Where's my Taurus? Okay. Basically, communication-wise, Queen of Swords, it's usually mine making a point, being quick to silence. It's basically don't fall for any of their bullshit, really. You know that you are the innocent party and the victim in all of this, and as much as I got the Knight of Wands in your position, it's usually my sweet talker. They can also have an element about them where they will try and twist and turn conversations to their benefit. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. Just stand firm, you know. Be yourself and stand firm. That's what I've got for you, Taurus. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.